Hey everyone, Sam the Miracle Man here. I trust all is well and your miracle's just around the corner. So today we're going to talk about miracles and how they're just around the bend. They're just right around your belief system. They're just right around the corner. You simply have to see that your opinions, your beliefs are blocking the miracle. Miracles are natural. When we get the head trash out of the way, miracles just happen. There's a synchronicity that happens with life. Everything sort of clicks, if you will. There's no more resistance. And that's what blocks the miracle is resistance. Because there's something up here, some story saying that this could never be healed. I'm not worthy of health. I'm not deserving. I'm not good enough. We're having a self-esteem issue because we don't believe this miracle is within us, that we have the ability to create this miracle. And it's just right around the corner from your head trash. I wish people could really see, how close they are to having that miracle in their life. But maybe they're praying, they're demanding, give me this miracle. It doesn't work by demanding, fighting, insisting. Miracles come by relaxation, by letting go of all this noise and all these opinions that are not serving you. So if you really want to manifest something in your life, and that would be a miracle, the way you have to do that is to fully relax. Then use the power of the mind, because mind can't tell the difference between reality and fiction. So when you get yourself really quiet in a peaceful state, you just really feel yourself in that new situation, in that new car, and this and that, whatever it may be, but you have to really feel into it. And it can't be too big of a leap for the mind, if you will. You can't say, I just want $1 million in a bank, when you can barely keep $100 in the bank. It's too big of a leap. The mind will protest. There'll be some head trash will come up with that. You would say, well, I typically only have a couple $100 in the bank. Maybe it would be nice if I can have $1,000 extra this month. Maybe it's something that isn't too big of a leap. So if you're used to just having a couple hundred, maybe 500 to 1,000, you take a small step and you see yourself receiving an extra $1,000. You really feel that and how that looks for you. Maybe you see yourself wearing better clothes, being happier, not stressed, worried about the bills, whatever it may be. You really embody that. And then the universe will deliver in the best way for you. You might be visualizing something a certain way, but the universe will give it to you a different way, because the universe is always going to give you what's going to help you to grow and to expand. Because the purpose of life is to grow, to expand, to experience life. So the universe is always giving us challenges, if you will, to keep us growing. The universe doesn't really want us to keep a straight, flat line, if you will, because life never works out that way. Something always comes up. It's part of the human journey. But just realize, if you want that miracle, it's right around the corner. It's at your fingertips. You just haven't relaxed enough and believed in yourself enough. It's really about belief in yourself, that you are power-filled and that you are a conduit for this universal energy. The universe plays no favorites. Everyone was a baby at one point, and they became who they are today by taking those steps. You can't go from point A to point B like that usually. Usually there's a whole bunch of small steps in between. So just realize everything happens with small steps. But the most important thing you can do for yourself is invest in you. How much time are you taking to disconnect from the computers, the cell phones, the distractions? Can you give yourself 1-2 minutes not connected to anything? Not reading anything, not looking at anything, just being you. Just sit there. And just notice what comes up for the mind. What's the story? What's the distraction? Can you be at peace in this moment? Or is there something wrong? But just be fully here. Look around, but don't label. Notice what looks like a table over there, but you don't call it a table. You just notice that brown object over there. You don't even call it a color, you just notice. Because anytime you call something a label, identify it, you're actually leaving the present moment for a split second to go into your mental library to identify that object. So maybe you just want to look around with no attachment to any labels, just noticing what you see but not labeling it. And just really being at peace in this moment to realize your miracle is right outside your fingertips. You can see, you can almost grab it, but it's just out of reach because there's something going on up here. And when you can clear this out, your miracle will happen. And I gave you a little practice here. That will actually pick gaps in the thought stream. Of just being here, noticing, putting those gaps in the thought stream. That brings about inner peace. Then you're really quiet and peaceful, then you can do some visualization exercises. But you have to really believe it, and it can't be too big of a leap for the mind to accept. Because you may have the belief, yes, I want to get this $1 million and really amp yourself up. But then the subconscious will come along and say, oh, no, you can't have that. So you have to go for small leaps, if you will. It's like when I healed myself. I never intended to heal myself. I simply wanted peace. Then healing was a natural byproduct of that. But just notice how big of a leap you're putting on yourself. And go for those small, steady steps. And realize your miracle's just around the corner, just out of reach. And yes, you have the power to create a miracle, which is an unexplained event that doesn't have any logical reasons. It just happens. Like my 5 diseases just going away. Because my body knew how to heal itself. This craziness, this inner dialogue was creating interference and resistance. We're just sitting here relaxing. Just notice where the mind's distracted. And notice how that distraction is taking away your power. So if you want that miracle, you have to be relaxed and present in this moment. Then you're at full strength, if you will. So we're just sitting here relaxing. Nothing to accomplish, nothing to achieve. Just allowing the body to settle. And just notice life and how you're an integral part of life. Without you, there is no life. All right, take good care of yourself, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Be well.